What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers could desperately use Jarred Vanderbilt. The defensive side and the impact that he has is just tremendous. His ability to basically defend 1 through 4, whoever the best player is on the other team, he can make an impact on slowing or potentially even stopping them entirely. It's just all the ground that he covers is ridiculous, right? I mean, from him to essentially look like he's teleporting at times. Like the guy's on one side of the court, then he's back to the other side, then he's back over, and then he's down low, getting ready to block a shot, and then he's back up on top, closing out on the shooter. Like his impact and coverage is there's very few, if any, in the league that can do and have the impact that Jarred Vanderbilt can have. You've seen the level in which our defense increases with him alongside Anthony Davis. We go from like a middle-of-the-pack defensive team to one of the top defensive teams in the league just because Jarred Vanderbilt covers so much ground. Top of that, his ability to generate extra opportunities for the Lakers through live ball turnovers or just getting deflections. Obviously, rebounding the basketball. He's an excellent rebounder. He's great at just tracking down the basketball. He helps with the athleticism out on the perimeter. So getting a rebound and preventing the other team from getting an offensive rebounds gets us other possessions. The Lakers also did a really good job with their 5-out offense of making Jarred Vanderbilt a valuable offensive weapon, right? Because his quickness, his ability to be a cutter, constant movement and action allows him to put himself in positions to, get the dump off or be in the dunker spot or just, drive and get an easy basket. Also his ability to get offensive rebounds and put back stuff, just his value goes such a long way. He's been out since February 1st, so it's been over a month, and there were times where it looked like he wasn't going to return at all. You even saw him in a walking boot, the Suns game. Now that has been shed, and we got an update thanks to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, where he basically says that it's looking good for Jarred Vanderbilt to return. So here's what was said. So I've heard Vando is progressing upward. It sounds like he's going to be back this season. Just a matter of timing. Is it 2 weeks from now? Is it 4 weeks from now? There is a big difference in terms of when he returns. So again, this is great. We need Jarred Vanderbilt to return, but he's right. What is the timing? When does Jarred Vanderbilt return? We need him on the defense side. Offensively, the Lakers have been great. Right? They've been number one in efficiency, offensive efficiency rating. They're 2 in total points. They are offensively playing very good basketball, but it's the defensive side of things that you've seen has been a real struggle for them. And we're getting we already got Cam Reddish back. We got Max Christie back. You're starting to see Cam Reddish, or at least the last game against the Bucks, he looked a lot better. He looked closer to himself. I imagine as he gets more games under his belt, he gets more, just his timing and his footing under him, that Cam Reddish will continue to make an impact. Gabe Vincent is supposed to return at some point. Start getting all of our defensive pieces back. That'll be really huge for the Lakers. So that way now we can have kind of more balance and more balanced lineups out there. Whether we stick with the starting 5 that we currently have of D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, Rui, and AD, right? It's just nice that we can kind of inject some defense if need be. We're getting torched out on the perimeter. Let's swap a Reeves for Vando right now, or a Rui for Vando, or whatever, right? Cam Reddish. Hey, we need into the game, right? You saw in the Bucks game. I love that Darvin Ham went with the defensive guys, right? He didn't stick with Reeves and D'Lo and all. No, you saw Reddish out there and Hayes and Rui and Spencer Dinwiddie, and Dinwiddie ended up getting the block shot. Imagine if you could go with Cam Reddish, Jarred Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Spencer Dinwiddie, and then Anthony Davis, and basically just be able to switch everything and just have all that defensive versatility to get a stop at the end of the game. That would be huge for the Lakers. But again, when does he return is the real question. Lakers, they've been able to kind of weather the storm so far. February was a great month for them, even without Jarred Vanderbilt. They went 9-3 during that stretch, but in March so far, it's kind of been win-loss, 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 right? You lose to the Nuggets, beat Thunder, lose to the Kings, beat the Bucks, play the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hopefully we can rattle off a win there. But we could use Vando against all these teams, right? You have Kings and Warriors coming up. Later in this month, you got games like the Bucks and the Pacers. They're going to want their revenge after the in-season tournament championship, right? So if you could have Jarred Vanderbilt to put on, Tyrese Halliburton, that would be great as you get towards the end of April, right? You have like the Warriors. If Steph's back, you can put him on Steph and kind of try to slow him down. Timberwolves, you can put him on Anthony Edwards. The Cavs, you can put him on a Donovan Mitchell. Pelicans, you can put him on a Brandon Ingram or CJ McCollum or whoever you need be. That versatility is massive. But when does he return, right? Because Jarred Vanderbilt, you saw last time when he returned, it took him about 10 games or so to kind of get into the rhythm of things, right? So it's probably going to take him a little while to get back to the rhythm, get back to his timing, because there is more to defense than just being out there and moving your feet, right? It's the understanding of positioning. It's being able to properly position yourself. It's about the timing and understanding of certain players and matchups and whatnot. It's being able to move your feet, but also to recover. That's one of the beauties of Jarred Vanderbilt. There are times where Vando does get beat, but he's so good at recovering, it's hard to tell at times. You're just like, dude, he just is still right in front of the guy. His ability to fight over screens and do all the things that are necessary on a defensive side of the basketball, all of that, it takes a little time to kind of get into a rhythm. Just like an offensive player needs to get in a rhythm, defensive players need to get in rhythm also. So the more games that Vando can play, the better. But here's the thing. So right now, at the time of this report, depends on when you're watching this video, but at the time of the report, it's March 10th. So if you're talking 2 weeks, right, you're talking probably, April, maybe? Best case scenario, you get Jarred Vanderbilt back like late March. Can you get him back, say, I don't know, the Bucks game on the 26th? Right? So if you're going exactly 14 days from today, then you're talking about the 24th, which would be the Pacers game. Sunday, March 24th would be the Pacers game. But my guess is it's probably closer to, like I said, about 3 weeks, which would put you probably to the Nets game. Maybe that Raptors game at best. But ideally, if we could get him back around, say, the Bucks or Grizzlies game, that would give him basically 10 to 11 games. Bare minimum, I'd like him back for, that Nets game on March 31st, because that would give you that Nets game, but it'd also give you 7 games in the month of April. Hopefully, ideally we're not a play-in team, but if we are a play-in team, then you'd also have the 2 play-in games. So that'd give you, or 1 play-in game, hopefully, if you're the 7th or 8th seed. So that would give you, let's call it 8 to 9 games. I think by then he kind of finds his stride going into the playoffs, whoever that matchup is. And we need him. We're going to need him for all the matchups, regardless of who we play in the playoffs, right? Because, you're talking about, let's say we finish the 6th seed, right? You could be playing, even if we finish basically 6th through 8th, you could be playing the Thunder, the Timberwolves, or the Nuggets. Even the Clippers are only 3 games back, right? So you're talking about, realistically, SGA, talking about, like I said, Anthony Edwards, talking about Jamal Murray, and then the Clippers, you got James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, right? So, you have several options in that regard. So Jarred Vanderbilt would be incredibly valuable for that playoffs. Now, even the play-in tournament, right? Right now, if the Lakers are 9th seed, they're playing the Warriors. You could use Jarred Vanderbilt to plug on Steph Curry, try to slow him down. If you play the Mavs, right? Luka and Kyrie. You play the Suns. You got Kevin Durant. You got, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. If you play the Kings, right? Because they could still fall into the play-in, and you could end up playing them. Sacramento's giving us real struggle. To have Jarred Vanderbilt that you could throw on a De'Aaron Fox, that could go a very long way for the Lakers. And the beauty is his ability to defend guards, and he has such good size, good length, good versatility, right? All of those things are just incredibly valuable for the Lakers. But we need Jarred Vanderbilt sooner rather than later. Hopefully, like I said, he's back in, let's call it 3 weeks, right? If you're talking 3 weeks, then that should put us around, the 31st, which would be the Nets game. We can get them back. The Pacers or the Nets game, that would be beautiful. Because like I said, it gives us basically 8-9 games leading into the playoffs. And then in a perfect world, he gets back around like the Pacers or the Bucks game. And then we're off to the races. Maybe we get Gabe Vincent and Jarred Vanderbilt at that time. That would be just huge for the Lakers. Because, again, we just don't have anyone else that could do what he could do. And to get everybody back healthy, get some momentum going into the postseason, I just think could really go a long way for this Lakers team. Right? We've been dealing with little injuries all season, guys in and out of the lineup all season. Jarred Vanderbilt is arguably the fourth, maybe most important player on this team. Right? Obviously, LeBron and AD. I think D'Lo and his ability to make plays as well as score the basketball and kind of be that consistent third guy. And then after that, you can make an argument it's Jarred Vanderbilt, right? I know Austin Reeves, like when he's on and stuff, like he can be great, but he's been a liability on the defensive end, and defense has kind of been our problem all year, right? So if we can have the Lakers bounce back, I mean, Lakers are like 20th in defensive rating. Like it's not great. But we're starting to get all of our defensive guys back. If we can get them back, we'll be in good shape. So anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Are you excited? Because I sure am. I cannot wait to see Jarred Vanderbilt on the basketball court again. It's going to go such a long way. But again, love to hear your thoughts and opinions, however you feel. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.